Hi everyone. I want to say thank you and welcome to my new VIP group with Chalk Couture. I thought I'd jump on here real quick and show you one of the projects that you guys can pick out on the website to do a Try Me kit with one of the workshops that I have coming up here in the next couple weeks. So I do happen to have one of the transfers here for Live in the Moment. So I thought I would show you guys how easy this is and how fun it is to try. So when you take it out of the package, it does have a backing on it because this transfer is a little bit sticky. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is peel off this backing, and then you're going to want to get a towel or something that's kind of got a little bit of lint. We do have a lint cloth that you can purchase, but you want to just kind of wipe it on the towel just to pick up some lint, so that way when you put it on whatever surface that you're doing, it's not going to be too sticky. These are silk screens, so it's super important that when you peel it off, that you don't peel it from a corner, that you take as much of a whole side, top bottom side, pick that up and pull it as evenly as you can so you don't stretch it, otherwise your transfer gets damaged. So tonight what I'm going to do is I have this neat 5x7 chalkboard here. You could actually do both sides if you want to. Since this transfer is horizontal, I'm going to do it horizontally, but some of the transfers that you can purchase can also stand up on the side. So it's kind of cute that it's so versatile that you can have double things going on and different ways to put it. So the other thing that we're going to do is I'm going to use a white and a coral chalk, so you guys can see how pretty those colors are. And when you first get these, or anytime you go to use them, you want to make sure that you stir the chalks really well. And I have found so far that these little tools here are great, not only for small detail spots in the transfers if you want to do something special, but it's also because of this curve. It gets in these corners really well, and it mixes your paste up, or your chalk up really nicely, because it does kind of separate a little bit. So you always want to make sure you mix it up really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And the other thing you want to do when you're using these types of chalkboards that go set into the little stands, you want to make sure that you put your transfer up high enough so when you slip it down inside that you don't cut off any of your wording and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of line this up here, and then you just kind of press it down. You don't have to do it too firmly, but as you can see, you want to just line it up as best you can. And then again, we still have enough down here at the bottom to where it's not going to cut anything off. So that's I learned that lesson when Kaylee did hers. So the top part, what I'm going to do for the Live part, I'm going to do that in the coral, and then the bottom part I'm going to do it in the white. Now when you're doing multiple colors, you want to make sure that your chalks are already mixed up and you're ready to go, because the chalk dries really fast. So you want to make sure that you have everything ready and you can just kind of do it, scrape it everything off, and then peel your transfer off, and then you're all set to go. So I've already stirred my paste up, so I'm going to go ahead and take the lids off and go ahead and get started. So the first one, because it's kind of a large area, I'm going to use the small little squeegee here, and then for the smaller part, for in the moment, I'm going to use the little tiny baby squeegee, so you can see the differences. So these are pretty helpful when you're using the different transfers of the different sizes. So I'm gonna dip my squeegee right in here, and then I'm just pretty much gonna just kind of just start putting it on the chalkboard. You can kind of see how nice and evenly it goes on, and you just want to make sure that you cover all of the different areas that you are wanting in that specific color. So if you need to go back and get some more, you certainly can. Or if you want to turn it, that's what I like to do to make sure that you get all the chalk where you want it to go. When you're doing the two double colors, what important thing that you want to make sure is that you don't get too close to that other color. So that way when you put your second color on, that you don't have any bleeding, unless you want it that way. I know some people like to have it that way, and that's totally fine. And it kind of gives you that ombre look, so you kind of blend the colors, but I'm not going to be doing that just right now today. So now I'm just going to take this and we're going to put this on here for the in the moment part. Make sure I cover it all really nicely. Scrape off the excess. But one thing nice is if you're not mixing anything, then you can just scrape off your excess and just put it right back inside your little container here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel up the side here. There we go. And then as soon as you're done with your transfer, you want to stick it in some water, so that way it'll wash off really well. And then you have these little erasers, kind of like those magic erasers that you buy at the store, but these are for the transfers and it'll wash right off. So I'm gonna let that soak for just a moment. As you can see here, I have a little bit of a boo-boo. So I forgot to bring out a wet paper towel, but if you get it wet with a little bit of that water or a baby wipe or whatnot, you can just wipe that right off. And then there you have it. Accidentally touched the top of that, but can you see how nice that is? See how fast it was? Beautiful, huh? Well, that's all it is. It's just super easy to do, and they turn out absolutely gorgeous. So let me go ahead and put the lids back out on my paste here, my chalk. Now this chalk is semi-permanent, so if you do this transfer and you have it in your home or at work or wherever you like to keep them, and you decide that it's time to change it, all you would do is put this on, squirt it with a little bit of water, and or you can, they have a little scraper. I didn't bring it outside with me. There's a little scraper that you can scrape all that chalk off, and then you take your little eraser here and it erases all off, and you can do a whole nother project. So these are really fun. So let me show you if you guys can see this real good, but you just pretty much take this and you just kind of wipe it. You can kind of see the water's already kind of turning different colors, but I do make sure I do both sides because the chalk does come through the other side as well. So you just want to make sure that you get it nice and clean, and then it'll be perfect for your next project in different colors or whatever you choose to do, and then you're good to go for your next project. So there you go. Can you guys see that? It's all nice and clean. So then what you want to do is put this down on a towel and kind of pat it dry a little bit. I have a little towel over here. I know you guys can't see it, but I just kind of pat it dry. And I usually will do a sticky side up, and then that way when it dries I can put this right back down on top and it's ready to go. And then I also usually will write the name of the transfer on here in case I'm doing a workshop or something live with you guys and I have a lot of them out. I'll know which one goes with, so that's a good habit to start getting into. So I'll have to remember that next time before I do this. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good night. Please go on to the website and get your Try Me kits ordered. This one is one of them, and as you can tell, it's just super cute. They'll give you a little practice to start practicing. Plus there is a lot of other transfers and projects you can do online. I do know that some comments have been that there's a lot of things out of stock. They had a huge sale last week with all the new fall catalog that just came out. So because of this pandemic, just like a lot of other vendors and people, they're having a hard time getting some of their stuff in. And so anyway, just be patient. If there's something that you're really wanting, you can comment or send me a message or whatever, however you want to do it, and I can look up that item and let you know when it's back in stock. So that way we can get that stuff ordered for you. Okay, so anyway, again, thank you for joining my group. I hope you're having a good night, and I hope you are going to enjoy my page, and I'm excited to work with you guys and create some beautiful projects. Okay, all right, well, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you real soon. Bye bye.